Yeah, you do this for New Jack, North Carolina Zone, ECW Original Wrestler, rest in peace, passed on 2021. You do this for DMX, I think. Also, passed on 2021. We're talking about the unsung heroes of hip hop and storytelling. Look at Skilo, who gave us I wish I was a little bit taller. People understand I could be a big man, fries is that the burger song of Superman. The day was like a greatest MC. The day I became a Superman. He gave us that flow and that crazy West Coast storytelling with a different kind of genre with it. Not the typical storytelling of the West Coast, but he changed the game of hip hop West Coast storytelling. Without this, people understand. He did it without cussing. He's like a West Coast slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? He gave us so many things, so many type of molecules or the participation of the rapping. He gave us all that. He flipped West Coast storytelling on his head, and let's tell you something. Then DJ Quick, another one from the West Coast, who changed the way we hear our beat structures. Shout out to Dr. Dre. But DJ Quick has also changed the game in this G Funk in that G Funk era. Something amazing, something you never seen before. Looney Tooney, but fresh. Never forget one of the best we ever did it. It's a mixture of the old school and new school. He flipped the chorus and flipped the beat strokes in the way we ain't never seen before. Biggie, who had that cool melodic type storytelling that we ain't never seen, he flipped that in the way he flowed. B-I-B-G-A. Federal Asians, man, because I'm fragrance. How he put emphasis in his words, we ain't never seen that done before. See, who else done changed the game for hip hop and storytelling? Q with deep, aggressive style of how he brought the story to you in a way you ain't never seen before. See, who else an unsung hero? Of course, Domino with that cool, funky, fresh, smooth, melodic flow. You know, I think he was a couple years before Nate Dogg, but he gave us some. He changed the storytelling with a smooth rap singing kind of vibe, similar to Nate Dogg, but different. And he works well with the smooth beat struts and the beat patterns we ain't never seen in your life. See who else we got. And also, doggone Slick Rick, who gave us that really nasally nose, excuse me, as a Rick, but they're on own type flow. The East Siders gave that cool, smooth, for the roughness gangster West Coast type beats and the storytelling you ain't never seen in your life. They changed the way hip hop West Coast storytelling was told from the West Coast from the early 2000s perspective. And of course, who else we got? We also got my boys. Shot Cheetah, this is the underground. They bring that a different kind of funky freshness, with a little bit of Florida feeling, that New York feeling, and with that smooth melodic kind of rock stars type vibe that you ain't never heard before. Changed the game plenty times, like double platinum. They got the Booyah Tribe, the Samoan first ever Samoan group in hip hop history. Hit that rock roll, the Samoan chants, that hip hop flow with something you ain't never seen with a little gangster twist. Red Game. Manny Fresh, another unsung hero who changed that fresh, beginning fresh. He flipped the South where I'm from type beats on his head with something more energetic, with a little bit of techno, kind of like Gator Booze, great samples, and a different kind of energy. He flipped the beat patterns in a way you ain't never seen in the South. Oh yeah, it's not over. Yeah, boy, you know what it is, and we ain't through yet. Who else? Sugar Free, who brought that smooth pimpadella type vibe to hip hop. See who else we got. Oh yeah, can't forget the one and only Drew Downs. He got that rapid staccato, doggone in your face kind of flow, but yet smooth with a roughness that you ain't never seen. Oh yeah, can't forget De La Soul. They flipped it on the head with great samples. You know, shout out to my hometown hero George Clinton. De La Soul gave that hippie type vibe. No offense to Black Hippie Moon, Kendrick Lamar, Ab Soul Problem, J Rock. They cool, but let's give it credit to the original hippie type vibes. De La Soul, they brought that real hippiness to hip hop. Can't forget them. Of course, Tribe Called Quest. You know, they flipped it too with a different kind of beat structure that wasn't typical in New York at that time. Ain't nothing wrong with New York at all. I'm just saying, you know, this before the Onyx and the raw rough New York. You know, you had like the smooth melodic De La Soul Tribe Called Quest. So, but they changed the game, made a pathway. I like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All people are welcome and all opinions are welcome. And they spoke to me too, cause I'm black, you know, but I can't relate to the gangster stuff like that. Shoot, it don't matter what your color is, you welcome here. Canadian, black, white, whatever, we all cool here. You know, this different side of you too. We don't do that mainstream stuff. All people are welcome. Be who you are. I like Canadians. Tyler McFarlane, my favorite comic book artist, who's Canadian. Matter of fact, I like everybody, you know. But yeah, man, appreciate you. Everyone just run the chat up and make sure everyone subscribe. But back to the subject at hand. Well, it's someone else. I feel like I gotta give flowers to Jay Electronic. He don't get that. He changed the game too, man. You know, he's like he run that underground New York style hip hop. You know, he Louisiana, but he mixed it with a little bit of Louisiana vibe. And he didn't get that much credit. You know, he got a wife and he married, so you know he got good money because he married into a rich family. I wish I could have we could have more of his songs out there. He signed to Rockefeller. He was pretty good for what he was. Yeah, true, true. But getting on this black, this another guy. Of course, my man, not Questlove, but the other guy from the Roots, Black Thought. He trying, man, Black Thought can freestyle the heck out of everyone. But cause he ain't mainstream, he don't talk that mainstream talk. They didn't give him credit. True, true. But yeah, man, Black Thought changed the game, man. It was for him. Wouldn't be backpack rappers like me. You know, got course, Common did his thing. Kanye did his thing, but I think Black Thought is somewhat a backpack rapper, but he like a neo soul kind of backpack rapper. But Kanye West, Common, Lupe Fiasco. See, last but not least, let's see. I would say Jay Electronica would be like the forefathers of backpack rapping. True, true. They really forefather. It was for them, wouldn't be no me. As far as like backpack rapping. But yeah, man, they changed the game. They gave us that little a leeway. Like say, if you like gangster rap, don't take it personal, you know what? But I can't relate to all the gangster rap because I'm not gangster. But see, my hometown hero, Petey Pablo, he changed the game. He brought, you know, put North Carolina on the map. It wouldn't be no Baby or J. Cole. That's true. That's true. Oh yeah, I like end up being public. Speaking of that, I'm glad you said that. Shout Easy, he changed the game of how we make money in this rap game. He changed the way we thought and view things in rapping. So Easy, unsung hero, he brought matter of fact, Easy just brought a whole different kind of excitement. I would say, me personally, being a '90s baby, he made hip hop fun in his own kind of way, but he still was gangster. Don't get it twisted. But I like how Easy he changed the game and he changed the marketing game. If you think about it, no problem, no problem. Shoot, but yeah, man, I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm going for limb here. So this is how I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I feel like Easy changed the way we make money, and we don't give him credit for it. Some people I can understand because they didn't know about him, but some people I feel like they throw him under the bus because the gangster rap. But it was for Easy. I wouldn't know how to mold this entertainment world we live in. Easy has changed that for all of us. Biggie brought us a smoothness, rapping wise. Pop told us just not to be militant, and we told us just think for ourselves. But Easy was like really reason why he's an unsung hero to me. He taught us how to really mold this entertainment game, rapping in particular. Because you got Master P, you got Tech Nine, but Easy was a mogul too. Before there was a mogul, you could say Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy got that stuff going on. But that's why I feel like Easy don't get enough credit because he brought art and marketing to hip hop, and I feel like he don't get enough credit for it. That is true, very true. You right, but yeah, he did, man. Redman is not an unsung hero. Redman made hip hop fun. He showed you can be everything. We don't gotta be aggressive. So I love how Redman he made it fun. So he's an unsung hero too. Cause it was for Redman, we wouldn't know how to have fun in hip hop. Well, you would, but it wouldn't been the same. So Redman, he on that list of unsung heroes of hip hop. He made it where you can laugh and have fun. We didn't have to be serious in hip hop. We can still be serious, but he showed you can be funny, serious, have because hip hop and rap is a gumbo, and I feel like if people like us don't tell y'all that, the mainstream media ain't gonna push that narrative, and that's all I'm gonna say about the mainstream media. But Redman's since he resurfacing and getting more attention, he's showing you hip hop is still the element of fun too, storytelling, of course, consciousness and stuff. Somewhat political, people want to say, and I feel like that's what people are forgetting nowadays because we've been so used to one thing. True, you, true, true. Yeah, Tupac did push it hard. Someone I don't want to leave out. Nate Dogg, unsung hero, because Nate Dogg, Bone Thugs and Homie, Domino, they bring more of a rapping, singing kind of vibe to it, which, they unsung heroes because, we needed that element and didn't even know it. Yeah, Tupac did. Ice-T, Ice-T just, well, people forget, I see Rizzo start off as a breakdancing type rapper. Then like from what I can't remember the interview, but he stopped at his friend say he didn't even rap out what you seen and been through. Then he gave us 2 in the morning, cop killer. And he really hit the nail on the head about police brutality and stuff. Then Tupac elevated to a new level, a way new level. Cause I think mentally I would say Tupac and Biggie, I mean not Biggie, but Tupac Easy was ahead of their time as far as like thinking. You, I'll be all day trying to break down how smart Tupac Easy was, not just music wise, but that entrepreneurship. But they really changed the game a lot for us. Then Wu Tang, you know, they the first group, correct me if I'm wrong, but they the first group I seen that put martial arts samples in rapping. I ain't never seen that. Whole dirty bastard, Jizzle, Wizard, Method Man. But you know, to see black rappers, true that. You know, I ain't never seen like being a nice kid, black rappers having like martial art designs and the martial art beats. So that was really unique. So they unsung heroes because they really did a great job at mixing martial art samples with hip hop. So now we see it through Boondocks. We see it through what's the movie name? Uh, Afro Samurai, Kill Bill. You know, RZA just don't get enough credit, man. True, true. Eminem's an unsung hero because he brought that white trailer park trash hip hop to us in a way that was quote controversial then, but now it's not as controversial, but it was considered because I gotta give Eminem credit. He did his thing. He brought like a new look and new sound to the hip hop, you know. Then you know he brought this group D12, and I think we really needed that, especially in the '90s, baby, because he really changed the game. Oh yeah, and see what else we got. Bismarck, he rest in peace, God rest his soul. He changed the game with the beatboxing. You know, him, Buffy, Azul. You know who know Azul is? That's like a beatbox rapper from I think like late 80s, late '90s, no late '80s, early '90s, and even the early 2000s. Yeah, the but man, beatbox. I don't think beatboxing around like it used to be. But yeah, man, he changed the game to natural yourself. Yeah, it's another group that really I would say changed the game. The unsung hero. True, true. Third Bass, you know, I think they came years after MC. I mean, Vanilla Ice. You know, white group, you know, Pop Goes Weezer. You know, they gave us hits, and plus, I think MC Search found Nas. That's pretty cool. Then the first ever Irish group in history was House of Pain. That's what they call it like then. Yeah, that is true too. Very good. Since we talk, it's a month on Heroes. No, it ain't up at 122. We ain't hit the 1 hour mark, so we continue to go. But yeah, man. Oh yeah. Vanilla Ice, I guess you could say an unsung hero. Or I guess you could say he was first business. Well, not the first, but one of the top business type people. I don't know that much about. And I ain't gonna lie, I like Vanilla Ice, but I don't know that much about his music like that. I know he the song Go Ninja, Go for Ninja Turtles 2, Revenge of the Ooze, and like, of course, Ice Ice Baby. I know that. But I don't really know how I gotta get back on the songs like that. I know he been doing business stuff most. Yeah, and I knew Snow, a farmer, the first Canadian rapper. I remember him. I remember from that show. Then he was in that movie Prison song. No, I remember for that video of that song. Oh yeah, MC Hammer. I gotta give credit to MC Hammer. I mean, my cousins had the MC Hammer dolls. I wish they still had it. Everyone wants some money. But MC Hammer changed the game. People think he was a punk. Nah, MC Hammer was them dudes like just because he can dance and stuff. He was really gangster. I heard he was about that life. But MC Hammer really made fun and snow and dancing cool and rapping. I know Bob Brown did the dance. He made it cool in pop music and stuff or R&B. But MC Hammer did good. And plus, MC Hammer very likable. You know, you rarely heard anyone not liking him. Let's see who else. MC Hammer, I think what they would say have a colorful personality. And also, we gotta go with my man back to Shot G and Dizzle Underground. You know, it wasn't them, wouldn't be no Tupac. Oh yeah. So, but shout out to oh yeah, Master Fresh West. But yeah, man. But it Dizzle Underground, man, got rid Shot G soul, got rid Tupac soul. They burn like a different kind of energy that is crazy. And plus, they got catchy music, that pop funk. The, oh yeah. But yeah, man, they flipped it too with the beats, the guitar, the pianos, all that. Shot G was like the prince of rapping. He can, Lee Prince could play multiple instruments. Shot G could too. Basically, you gotta look at like some of his old videos. He could play the heck out of some doggone guitars, pianos, anything like that. Whatever was there. Oh, I didn't know that. So he's a unsung hero of hip hop. Let me edit it. The title. I'm glad I seen that. Oh yeah. Gay out there now. Edit the title. It's cool. Appreciate you in the chat. I needed people like you to fill the chat up in the comments. Just now get back on track with the momentum. But yeah, man. Then last, see what else we got. No, a living color in hip hop. Ron DMC. So what's the Dead Prayers. You know, they brought a new era of conscious type music. And they beats was crazy. Sure, ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, man. Dead Prayers changed the game. They bring that raw consciousness too. Similar to Public Enemy, but with a more gangster twist. And that beat structure is like crazy because like that song, they music so iconic that Dave Spell used it for the intro that bigger than hip hop. For the intro, the Spell Show. Better not bring your kids. You know what it is. But yeah, no day outs. Then got X Clan. True, true. Yeah, I understand that. Speaking of other unsung heroes, got Tim Dog who gave us the first ever gangster rap song. Yeah, it did. Yeah, true. We also got Bone Crystal gave us that I ain't never scared. Him along with Lil Jon brought that more techno, no, and more they run that more DJing type vibe to rapping. You know, Bone Crystal more in your face with it, but Lil Jon had more current excitement, energetic type DJing that you would see in the club bangers, what they call it. He bring it to hip hop. True, true. So that give credit Lil Jon. Yeah, we are. Then you see you got Lil Jon. And also you got Raheem the Dream. He brought the underground Atlanta hit type party music to the mainstream. True, true. But yeah, that whole Atlanta club scene, party scene, that nasty dancing for money was popular now on TikTok. That ain't nothing new in the sun. They came out, I think, probably in the 90s. That's what you call Atlanta club party, club music. Oh yeah, that's true too. Run DMC, Aerosmith, Run DMC, Aerosmith, the first ever hip hop and rock crossover was I believe birthed Linkin Park, Corn. See who else at birth? Blink 182. The whole hip hop rock crossover. Even some POD, I would say. Kid Rock can't forget him. That really birthed that. So it was for like uh, Aerosmith crossing over Run DMC wouldn't have had all them. So they count as unsung heroes of hip hop. And see who else. Dun dun dun. We far from through. Who else is the next unsung heroes that we got to talk about? Oh yeah, I like Rakim too. Oh, hold up. Not Schoolie D, but my other guy, Coogee Rap. You know, it was for him, wouldn't have been no Big Pun. I didn't realize that because Big Pun was heavily influenced by him. But Coogee Rap, he brought that whole triple word play. No, the double word play. Let me phrase it. Bone, I think, put the triple word play out there. And but he had the triple first one to put that triple word play out there. No, Chris Price. Yeah, 1983. That's pretty cool. Oh, I just caught onto that icon from Taxi, I think. Yeah, I'm a 90s baby, but I do remember that show Tax. I ain't meant to do that again. But yeah, see who else we gotta give credit to. While we talk about unsung heroes, we already know about Big Daddy Kane, Rock King. Who Biz B, no. I think also I give him credit for the whole bringing it the triple bars now. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think he would probably been the second before Kuchera, I think, who had the triple bars. Back then, yeah, I think just the double bars, but I think he first did the triple. Let's see who else. And we also got mystical here. What's his names? Some people on swim a swing. It's only one blade. It's only gonna be one blade. Oh yeah, Royce Jones Jr. I ain't gonna lie, his album went hard. Shaq had a good rap album. Shaq Fu. What up, Doc? Can we rock? People may pick at Shaq, but his rap album was good. Shaq, like, people do anything for money. True that, true that. Shaq Fu. I'm a 90s baby. I remember like the Shaq Fu video game era and his rapping. He always broke the board. Shaq, what Doc can we rock? Shaq the big cuts, big girl starter. Ooh, you may have to go back to the early 90s on that one. Memory lane. Yeah. Shaq Fu. I don't care if no one I give Shaq album credit. His first album was good. Shaq had bars. And he had Biggie on the song. See who else we had. Dana Dane. I say, yeah, give Dana Dane. I'm giving him his flowers too. Slick Rick. I think Slick Rick can get enough credit, so I ain't gonna say he an unsung hero for the sake, but he is a hero. See who else we got. Will Smith. I think people know enough about Will Smith, so I don't think he had to count as an unsung hero. True that. Let me see who else. DJ Jeff, I give him credit, even though he's not a rapper, he's a DJ. Me Too, that's a good album and good song. Let's see who else we got. Shoot. Hold up. There's another guy. Oh, what's his name? Crucial Conflict, yeah. That came out in like 96. Oh, yeah, I remember that. They wasn't allowed to use that, so Freddy Krueger act in that lawsuit. I remember mainly for hearing about it, but I do remember that. But yeah, Crucial Conflict, they mixed that whole West Coast, East Coast, Midwest, and Dirty South type energy and gave us Rodeos, Gummy, Hey, Wild Style, Kilo, and Never. They don't get that much credit, but they really on some hero. But yeah, true in his voice. Then like, I think years before that, Fat Boys did a Freddy Krueger song and they had the actual actor, but they didn't get the lawsuit. Triple syllables, yeah. True, true. Yeah. And so let me see. What's the unsung hero? Shoot. Let me go look while I brings up. I ain't want to leave none of the OGs out. Shoot. Twister. Twister, I think, yeah. Twister counts as unsung hero. 'Cause I feel like Twist don't get that much credit he deserved. Because next to Common, Twister really put Chicago on the map. Then Kanye West elevated Chicago. But yeah, Kanye, regardless of what people say about Kanye, I think Kanye is still a legend. We can't like crap on Kanye because he changed the way we know. True. Kanye, I'm gonna give Kanye his flowers, because Kanye did change the beat structure too. Because he run that whole melodic style and different kind of gumbo styles too, beat making. And he did a lot of cool samples too. Well, yeah, Kanye do say the author. I like Kanye music and stuff and his beat structures, but he do say the author wild stuff. And like Kanye don't say that. But no, speaking of rappers, who's a fun guy? It's another unsung hero that I ain't gonna leave out. Hold up. Dale the Funky Homo Sapien. I gotta give him credit. That's the guy, man. I love that old Deltron 3030 album. He the one that sung that hook in the Gorillas, Clint Eastwood, and he's Ice Cube's cousin. He don't get that much credit because he killing with them beats. Yeah, yeah. You gotta listen to Dale Funky Homo Sapien, aka Deltron 2020. His albums are good. He don't, man. He just in a whole nother level, man. He don't get that much credit, you know. It went to like 3 years ago. I found out he was cousin of Ice Cube. He probably didn't want to feel like he was going off being a cousin of Ice Cube. By the way, he didn't mention it anytime soon. Yep, it's a song by the Gorillas called Clint Eastwood. Their Funky Homo Sapien got a verse on that. True. For But he's an unsung hero, man, because he got good songs. He just don't get that much credit because he ain't mainstream. Of course, no Tech, man. I gotta give credit to Tech. He changed the underground game for us. True, me too. Hobson, I'm gonna give credit to Hops. Hope he doing good. Shout out to everyone. Make sure y'all subscribing too. See, yep, Hops and Swizz, Dizzy Right. Yellow Wolf too. Like Rich, he really changed the game for modern white rappers because he really got that crazy flow, that sicko flow, like got sicko toes. But he killing it. Oh yeah, Beastie Boys, can't forget them. Got Rich Soul, Adam, I think that's one that passed on. Beastie Boys is cool. I'm a '90s baby. I really caught on to him as intergalactic. But I had to go thank God for YouTube and stuff, and I caught on with the other songs. The intergalactic. Don't you tell me to rap. I think it was named that one member of Beast Boys that passed on. But yeah, God rest his soul, one of my favorites. I don't remember what album it was. Cause I'm a '90s baby. I knew about Fight for the Party, but it was like probably like third studio album, whichever one came out in '98. Shoot, yeah. I'm gonna have to go on the internet and check the name out. I remember Sabotage. I remember that. Yeah, let me go check on so I know what's the name of that album. Let's see. Sabotage, Fight for Your Rights. That was 1986. Here we go. All right, that was from the Hello Nest album, the Intergalactic one. The one I'm thinking about when they did that robot sampling type beats. Now, remember that 2004 album? That was a good album. Check it. Ill Communication, Possibilities, License to Ills. That came out a little bit before my time. But that had Fight for Your Rights to Party. But yeah, man. What was that first hit song? So it was You Gotta Fight for Your Rights to Party. That was the first hit song. Alright. Adam. That was the one that passed on 2012. Adam Hughes, Mike D, Ad Rock. But yeah, man. Beastie Boys was the business. Changed the game too. Not just for white rapping, but Def Jam in general. And rapping in general. But yeah, man. And that's tonight's video. Appreciate you. Crack on this. Come back tomorrow at 12 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna have some more videos for y'all. Tell a friend. Make sure you like, share all my videos, and subscribe. Appreciate the fun talking to y'all. And appreciate the convos. Keep them coming. Keep me busy. And let's have fun. Whoa. Hold up. Forgot to hit the outro. What a funky fresh outro at. Hold up. Make sure I leave no comments out. See. Hold up. Appreciate that. Keep telling, get more people to come over here so I get more subscribers, more chats, and get this momentum back. The YouTube name will change, but we bring it fun. Appreciate y'all. Love the convos with y'all. It feels good to conversate with real people and just have fun. All people are welcome. And any rapper or artist, rock and roll artist, whatever, if you want your video played, come hit me up. I want the 4 things you gotta do is like, share, subscribe, and comment. And we out. Peace and love. Oh yeah, shout out to my Atlanta Falcons, shout out to my Philadelphia Eagles, shout out to the hockey teams. Luke 1, Mark 7, Ephesians 6, Revelations 4. And last but not least, I'm gonna end it with Psalms 1.